Okay, because there are some moms, I'm sure, that are watching this right now that are thinking,
lice are from dirty people.
Lice are from dirty people, or what on earth am I going to do? Because do you remember what that feeling, that panicky feeling you got through you when you realized, oh my gosh, we've got it, what are we going to do? So why don't we just give some helpful tips about what we did?
Sure. I'd love to do that.
Because we can have helpful tips once in a while. I think prepare for 3 days of agony, first of all.
Really? I think it's like a week.
Well,
honestly.
It's probably a week, yeah,
It's a week, yeah.
You've been just into it again. But
yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta what? You gotta bag or wash everything in your entire household, because wherever that child has laid his head or has just been, the lice could have come off and gone onto pillows. So like all these pillows that I have all went into the dryer on the hottest setting.
For 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, yeah, I might have even done longer.
Yeah.
But at least 20 minutes, and then they get thrown into a large, hefty bag because you want to suffocate the lice. And then they stay in that bag for 2 weeks. Is that what you determined?
2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks. So you have no decoration in your house anywhere. So all my blankets, same thing. Dryer and then hefty bag.
Ron used those vacuum pack bags because we have like big comforters or whatever on the beds. So that worked really great. So we vacuum packed them and just threw, Luke has bunk beds, and so we just threw all that stuff on the top bunk. Field and stuff like that. All stuffed animals, all those things. Glad bag it.
It's
Ziploc it, whatever.
And then what you can't put in the washer or the dryer, and like your pillows on your couch, the main cushions and stuff, then you just gotta vacuum all that stuff and hope that if anything's there, you got it. So you vacuum all your furniture, all your carpets, all your hardwoods.
Every day.
Every floor surface. I only did it once.
Well, the carpets are like every day you're supposed to vacuum those.
Really?
And we only have area carpets, so that's not bad. Or the boy. I mean, we just took, I went to Target, bought $10, like the $10 wall.
Yeah.
Because they can be more expensive. I just got the cheapest one. And I just shaved them down with the number 2. Just got, so you can see, I mean, there's like little birthmarks on his scalp that I never knew he had before. And then we treated him with, I just went with a full-fledged.
This time we didn't mess around.
This time, yeah, I'm like kerosene. No, you're not supposed to do kerosene. That's what they did in the olden days. Some Rite Aid, like RIT type stuff or whatever. Shampoo, 10 minutes, and then shampoo it out. And
then you got to pick out all the.
Yeah, but when you're shaved down to a number 2, there's nothing to pick. I mean,
that
his hair is so short,
Yeah.
But I still did it. And but with a boy, like I said, it's just so much easier. But then all their clothes. Yeah. I mean, it's laundry. Would you just put on? Don't even put it on the carpet. Just throw it right in the wash. I mean, all weekend long, the washer and dryer was going 24/7. And thank goodness Ron super helped out, with that.
Well, and my kids they'll wear the same pair of pajamas for sometimes 2 nights in a row. Right. So they'll take them off and they'll throw them back in the drawer. So I had to wash the entire drawer of pajamas.
Oh, man.
Because if they throw them in there, you don't know
kids
if
don't put it back in the drawer,
right? So we had that, and sometimes I'll say, oh, your shirt is fine, like it's not dirty at all, or your sweatshirt, go ahead and just fold it up and put it back in, and you can use it another day. So, I had to look through and try to see like how fresh everything was, because I did wash whole drawer loads of clothing.
Yeah. Well, where they hang their sweatshirts and stuff, like on this rack, I just took all those off and threw them in the wash.
So you can get the hardcore stuff. You put it on your kid's head, and then you have to brush out all the little sacs that are attached really tight down at near the hair follicle. The closer they are to the scalp, the sooner you know you've caught it. And if they're further away from the scalp, then you know that they've had it for a while.
I did not know that.
Because your hair obviously grows. You've had it for a couple of weeks, you'll know. So I think it's something like an eighth of an inch maybe, an eighth of an inch from the hair, from the scalp is where they usually lay the egg sac. They bite your scalp, and that's why it itches. Because the little louse bite your scalp every hour to get little bits of blood in order to survive. That's what they eat. And so then they lay the sacs really close to the
shaft.
On the shaft, really close to the shaft, right next to the scalp. And so you have to, the way you know it's a louse sac, I don't know, what do you call it, a knit? The way that you know that, as opposed to dandruff, is you can flick dandruff and it'll go away. But these sacs, you have to actually take your nails and pull it off, or use the comb and pull it off. And honestly, the comb works some, but I really had to do a lot with my nails too, which is disgusting. You have to get over it. Right. And then I soaked all of our brushes every single day, and I would just run a sink full of blazing hot water and rubbing alcohol. I bought a huge rubbing alcohol, and then I would just soak them all day long. They'd be in there, and I'd pull them out. I let them air dry and then start again, or put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
I did that sometimes too.
Oh, did you?
Really harsh chemicals, because I mean, it even freaked out John, and he's like not freaked out by harsh chemicals,
right.
but he was just like, I don't know, I don't think I want to use this after we bought it. And so, so there are homeopathic things that you can use, but just over the counter kind of stuff, you can go into drugstores and buy it.
Or even one of the things that you told me last year was Cetaphil.
Right.
In their hair, and you leave it for like.
You blow dry it, so you coat their hair in the Cetaphil, which is like a face cleanser.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you blow it dry till it's dry. It'll be like dry and cakey. Let them sleep overnight with that.
Yeah.
And then in the morning wash it, and it does the same thing. It suffocates the lice.
Right.
Oil shampoos.
Oh, right.
And apparently lice don't like that shampoo. So you can have your kids that don't have it, they can wash their hair in that shampoo like every day.
I also heard that Prel shampoo.
Oh.
Not with the conditioner, but just the Prel shampoo.
Huh.
I don't know, they passed that out for Luke's school.
Oh, did they really? I was washing that child's hair almost every night.
I know, you can't see it. It's so tiny.
So it wasn't like she was getting in the shower and coming out, and I just thought, oh, she's showering, she's fine.
Unless you're really looking for it.
Yeah. So bad. Okay, so the homeopathic stuff, the way I used that, because that's what we did, I did it every day. So it said to use it once and then use it like 4 days later. But I decided if it's homeopathic and this is like not bad for her, why not just use it like shampoo? So I just used it. Right. I did the same treatment every single day, and then used the knit comb every single day, even though I didn't see a sack, because how do you know there's not one still in there? It's going to hatch, right? And so it was a long process. It was like an hour every night of putting the stuff on. Well, you have to leave it on an hour, and then a half an hour of brushing. 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours to get it out.
Yeah. In fact, the next day, my arm was sore from combing through her hair that much.
And there are services where you can take your kids, at least in our area, called the Knit Pickers.
Yeah.
And you go, but it's seriously, it's like $300.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Because they have all these, you pay, and they have follow-up visits where you go in and they look again.
They have a guy that comes to your house.
Oh, yeah. But I just thought, really? I mean, I can do this for that much. I was looking into it at first because I thought, I ain't touching that. Electric one where you could run it through the hair and it would go zit, zit, zit if it hit something, and was supposedly killing him and pulling him out. I'm not sure that ever did any good, but it made me feel better. I wanted every method on the market to try to get rid of it. But anyway, so I would say, please check my head, seriously, because it's so disgusting that you start to itch yourself raw.
And
so
this is how husbands do it.
Yeah.
No, I don't see anything. It looks good. You look pretty.
Yeah. I think it's Breast Awareness Month. Let me check that out too. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm sleeping in the bed with him. Yeah, if these things are going to go anywhere, they are on your pillow too then.
Yeah.
Really? Don't you want to check me harder than any of the kids?